Call Lord Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakwadash. All right, man, that's who this world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ in ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue, right? First and foremost with Yahweh being my heavenly Father, right? Who the world ignorantly calls God, right? Whose true name, like I said, is Yahweh, whose name means He is, right? And Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shah, whose name means He is our Redeemer. First and foremost, we like to go ahead and give double honors to the elder apostles across the four corners of the earth that push and teach and uphold this 100% truth and sincerity. Right, we know that 100% truth lies within Great Millstone under Elder Apostle Taharan on down. Right, also like to give double honors, right, to the elder of the Men of Israel camp, the Kazak, who I also teach under out here in Greenville, South Carolina. Once again, the head of the Men of Israel camp. Right, also to give a shout out to IUIC across the four corners of the earth that's also out here pushing and teaching the sincerity and making our call and election sure. So all I say shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, man. It's the Octobot and it's the elder Kazak, man. Just here through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemal Shah, man, bring it exhortation, a lesson going upon the situation that's going on with the 2819 church. And then IUIC, man, I guess the 2819 church, they had a event at the State Farm Arena, or that's where they had their service or something yesterday. And IUIC blew down on them, man. I'm gonna post some clips. There's gonna be some clips I'm gonna post right after this. Y'all can check those out as well of the altercation that happened, right? But being, man, and in one of the clips, you can hear one of the IUIC Jakes going to the 2819 church is leading people to the slaughter, and really all in all, both of them are leading Israel to the slaughter, leading people to the slaughter. You know, IUIC, they're folly. They go off in a doctrine. They don't even call Yahweh Bashim Shah by his correct name. They still say Jesus Christ. You know, and they go off in the doctrine a lot, you know, and then with 2819 church, they're Christians. They're in the church, you know, like Acts 7:48, man. Yahweh Bashim Shah don't even dwell in temples made with hand. So both of them are leading people to the slaughter, man. You know, so this is let me grab this one real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. This that Romans chapter 8. This be verse 36, man. So like, yo, right here we go. It says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the long day. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Right? And that's just to further prove that point that I was just saying real quick. That's exactly what they're doing, man. They're pushing false doctrines, pushing false teachings. Right? They're saying that they're coming in the name of the true Lord or the true power, you know, and they're truly not, man. They're truly not. They're truly an abomination to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. No?
I got a piece up. It's Ezekiel 13. I'm going to start at the top. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel, that prophesy and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts. Yeah, hear the word of Yahweh. And that's what IUIC is doing, man. They're going off their own hearts and what they think they should do, because they done already sit downs and debates with that pastor. So why is y'all going to that man church, blowing down on that man like that, man? You know, y'all ain't got no business doing that. The Lord says, hey, leave them alone that causing division, man, basically. And y'all supposed to dust y'all feet off too. Cause you know, y'all shit like that, man, y'all getting the ministry blame. You know? Y'all making us look bad, man. You know? Y'all making the ones that's living righteous in this truth look bad, man, because y'all putting a stain on us by doing that, because now they looking at like, oh, the black Hebrew Israelite. First of all, they saying black again. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even push that, man. We push Israelites, man. So they're doing things upon their own way, man. And it says verse 3, thus saith Yahweh power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing, man. And when you do shit like that, you are following your spirit. And me, truthfully, honestly, I think Esau has prepped them up to go do that, man. You know, they paid Nate and them to go do that, man. You know, they ordered Nate and them to go do that. You know, go cause confusion, Nate. You know, you already under us anyway. We done gave you 150 million. You know, go out there and cause a riot, man. You know, and that's what they're doing, man. This is all a gimmick. It's all a setup, really. You know what I mean, to go against the true prophets, because IUIC, they're fucking gone. They're gone. They ain't got the truth.
Spirit does not dwell with them.
Read verse 4.
God.
O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone to the gaps, neither made the hedges of the houses of Israel to stand in the battle of the day of the Lord. And that pastor at 12, what is it, 28?
28:19 or something.
28:19,
Church,
yeah, he ain't went to the highways and hedges. He ain't went to the plow. He sit up there telling Israel and them to still love. They're not being ready for the day of the Lord, man. You know, the true prophets are going to come in the spirit of prophecy. We're not going to be out here blowing down on churches and burning down churches, man. We're not going to be doing that, bro. We're not going to be doing that at all. The true prophets, we're going to preach the word instant, in season and out of season, man. That's all we're supposed to do, man. But lo and behold, look at these niggas, man. These niggas is sitting up there acting like hood niggas, man. Running up on these churches and shit, man. I ain't got no business doing that shit, man. What are y'all, a gang now?
Acting like a game, but want to march like Esau. It don't make sense.
And then coming deep like that. Why y'all coming deep like that? The Lord don't deal with large numbers, large multitudes. Why y'all coming deep like that, man? You know? It just shows how much wisdom that IUIC truly has, man. And that's none, you know? But I'm gonna read verse 6. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, the Lord saith, and Yahweh have not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word, man. And them niggas ain't sent. IUIC ain't sent. ISUPK ain't sent. Sakari ain't sent. Genesis ain't sent. Them niggas ain't sent.
That's right.
Them niggas ain't sent. They're only sent for worldly Hebrew Israelites. They're worldly Hebrew Israelites.
For them outerly Israelites.
The outer Jew. The outer Jew. See, but the ones that's in spirit, man, we're doing this just for salvation, man. We're doing this for the word, man. We're not doing this to be seen amongst men. Because if you're doing it to be seen amongst men, how you think the Lord looking at you? You know? No.
Big kind.
I got one more precept.
Kind, you good, brother?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Start at verse 3. Give no offense in anything that the ministry be not blamed, man. And that's y'all giving offense to the ministry doing this shit, man. You know? Fucking niggas. You niggas ain't no different than YNs. You niggas look. If a Christian don't want to listen to you niggas, forget it. If they don't get it, forget it, man. You can't make nobody do anything. Nate. Send your man if you want. You can send all the men you want. Those Christians still ain't listening to y'all. So what point did you prove? You didn't prove no point. You did what Esau told you to do. That's what you did. You an agent too, nigga. They said you was the police back in the day.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, they got the picture. And I'm about to say, like the elder was just saying, that you didn't make no point. There was no point of going out there, because when he went out there, I got another clip that I can add, and I just thought about I'm gonna add it in there. It was you got Zion and Jake out there talking about, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, Jesus. And they like, you got the people in the church. It's another one. So let's say IUIC right here, they had their hands, like, you know how Christians try to pray over you? They had their hands towards IUIC praying in tongues.
Oh yeah.
They had another one where like, they was praying. They was like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, there was no point. There was no point of doing that, man.
Hi, Christians rebuked y'all.
God. I got one real quick. This second, or was you stats more?
No, you good, bro.
This is 2 Peter 2 from the top. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, that as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. That's right. And that's exactly what's going on, because you know IUIC try to say they the prophets. That's false. And then you got the preacher that try to say he's just a teacher, and that's false. Both of them are bringing you a damnable shit. They're not bringing you nothing that can truly lead you to salvation at all, man. They're false. It's another one. Let me see if I can grab the other one real quick that came up. I think I had it. What is it? It was another one going into that shall say they come in my name and are false, roughly paraphrasing, man. And that's how IUIC is trying to bring it to the internet, bring it to the sheep. Like, you know, they coming through the spirit and power of the most high power, you know, but they're not doing nothing but continuing to only lead the people astray, man. Like the elder said, it was literally no point of y'all going out there. Y'all didn't convert nobody. Nobody, y'all didn't do nothing but get rebuked. You know, y'all saying y'all coming in the truth and y'all not. You know, so everything that you just did, it's shown through the spirit that was folly, man. That was not through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
That's right. And that action shows that I got a precept. This precept shows that you niggas ain't of the spirit. Let me get this Revelation 19:10.
God.
And I fell to his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Right. So you niggas ain't got the spirit on y'all because y'all supposed to just only be doing finding the elect. Speaking as prophecy, man. What are y'all doing blowing down on churches? Why? Why are y'all blowing down on churches, man? Why? The National Guard should have been out there and popped every last one of you niggas. They should have popped every last one of you niggas, man. For going out there doing that fucking folly, man. Y'all dead wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Dead wrong. And Nate, you need to be arrested.
God. You need to be arrested by the people you used to be in uniform with.
I was doing that bullshit, man. Dead wrong, man.
Dead wrong, literally.
Dead wrong, man. That shows that the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's spirit is not resting upon those men. You know?
That's beautiful.
You know?
I got one real quick. This is 1 John 4 from the top. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit. It says, but try the spirits wherein they are of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, like the elder just said. That, come on, man. That their spirit that they was in and the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, it didn't align. It didn't align. That's why it's another precept saying you gotta try the spirit by the spirit. For them people that was out there, y'all it was some people trying to, it was folly. No, I'm not even about to go into that shit.
Definitely was.
I'm not even about to go into it. I'm finished. God, it was just folly. Like the whole shit was just folly. It says, because many false prophets, once again, them false prophets, right? It says are going out into the world. And them many false prophets that keep getting brought up in these scriptures is IUIC. God, because it's another clip, and one of the clips that I got in the video, it said one of the IUIC Jakes was on the mic and was like, we are the truth. If you want to be in the truth, it's with IUIC. No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah, bro, you're dying.
You know, it's not, bro.
There ain't a truth in y'all.
At all.
Yeah, y'all may know some scriptures and some breakdowns, but y'all don't have the full truth like GMS, man.
That's right.
You know?
Shit.
The full truth like GMS. Nate has lost his oil, just like his dream. And he talking about, they say, oh, he had a dream that he got it back. Who's to say that's real? You know? Who's to say he was telling the truth about getting it back? He could have lied. You know?
Yeah.
We don't know. You know, but the way it's looking,
oil
gone.
Yeah.
Oil gone, man.
He lied.
Oil gone. Gone. Motherfucker gone, bro. He's out here, and they still pushing the hell doctrine is what's crazy. You know, they got the little AI shit, them in hell talking about y'all ain't listening to IUIC, so you're in hell, how you feel? First of all, if a motherfucker in hell, how are you interviewing them?
Yeah, Jake.
How are you interviewing
I thought it was supposed to be an eternal fire.
You supposed to burn forever.
Yeah, man.
Supposed to burn forever, man. But this is the lies these men do, man. This is the lie this man teach, man. You know? There's no place on the ground where you're gonna burn forever, man. You know? God. The Lord don't that don't exist with the Lord, man. And I'm gonna read Tobit 19:2. God. It says, "For he doeth scourge and have mercy. He leadeth down to hell and bring it up again. Neither is there any that can avoid his hand," man. So if the Lord puts you in hell on the ground, I thought, you know, the way that Christians portray hell, you're supposed to go underground and you can't leave. You're gonna burn forever, right? So why does the Lord say he brings you up from hell and brings you back down to hell if you can't escape hell, Christians? So IUIC, you dead wrong, Nate. You need to be arrested for teaching that, Nate. You need to be arrested. Hey, the Lord is about to allow this National Guard to come through on you niggas, man. God. For all this bullshit teaching you niggas been doing, man. All this bullshit you niggas been doing, man. The Lord is about to bring his wrath, man.
That's right.
About to bring his wrath, man.
And it's to further prove that IUIC they're not walking in the correct spirit. If I'm not mistaken, don't the scriptures say don't talk much with a fool? God. We know damn well if anybody is trying to be a pastor in this time, and that dude at 28-19, you know, he kind of going a little viral because he really a motivational speaker. Yeah, that's it sound good to Israel. Mm-hmm. Like, we know he's a fool, man. So that's another point that it just came to my mind, you know, as the elder was speaking. Like, man, I see that you're off once again because the scriptures go into talking not much with a fool. But look, I got one real quick. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. It says, let them alone. And this is Yahushua speaking, this red letter, by the way. It says Matthew 15:14. It says, let them alone. They are blind leaders of the blind. Right. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And that's exactly what's going on. And that's this whole situation. Because this whole situation that's going on is complete folly. That 28-19 pastor is blind. Nate and all the IUIC is blind. You know, just so everybody in that whole situation is blind. They're gonna fall into a ditch, and that ditch is gonna end up with an intercontinental ballistic missile upon their head, man. Right. So what is the point of even dealing with them? We already should know all of Israel is not getting saved. The scriptures clearly go into 2/3 of our people have to die because they're not gonna hearken. So why the fuck are y'all out there trying to convert a Christian? I got a precept. This is Romans 11. I'm gonna start at verse 7. But then hath Israel not obtained which he seeketh for? But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. You see, like the brothers bringing out, man. Like, we understand that 2/3 of our people, they're not going to understand this shit, man. They're not going to get it, man. It's not meant for them. It says, according as it is written, the Most High giving them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. And that's still this day, man. Like, you guys see out there telling them folks they got the truth, Christians was rebuking them. Yeah. So they're not going to see what you see in the scriptures. They're not going to hear what we hear. They're not going to hear the voice. Verse 9. And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always. What that mean? Always gonna be a slave in a fucking mind, nigga. That's right. All you niggas is, man. Y'all not gonna wake up to the truth. Y'all just gonna be slaves in the mind, man. Continuously, man.
you know, until the Lord destroy you, man, you know.
That's right.
Wipe you niggas off the fucking earth, man, because you niggas don't want to listen, man, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to hearken and obey. That's beautiful you brought that out too, because I was about to get the precept of the veil over the eyes. I couldn't even think of where. I'm just roughly paraphrasing, you know, just to add on once again, man. They have a veil upon their eyes, man. All of Israel is not here to be saved. All of it's prophecy that all of Israel is not going to be saved. So who is y'all? IUIC think y'all better than Yahweh Shem Yahushua Khan?
This 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 14. It said, but their minds were blinded for until this day remaineth, that the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away with in a Mashiach, man. It says, but even until this day when Moses is read, the veil is upon their hearts, man. And that's how it is with Christians, man. Christians don't want to hear the law of the Lord. Christians don't want to hear the Old Testament. No, we bring out the Old Testament to these Christians, and these Christians, they don't want to hear it, bro. They don't want to hear it. All they want to hear is the love precepts in the New Testament, man. When we get into Isaiah and Ezekiel and stuff, they don't want to go into that. They have no idea that these are future prophecies, man. You know? They have no. The Spirit of the Lord let them. I know in they body and their spirit that they know these are future prophecies, but don't want to accept the truth. Because we live in a world where the world don't want to accept this truth, man. Even our own people, real world, the nation of Israel, they don't want to accept this shit, man.
That's right.
You know, so may death be upon them. You know.
That's right, man.
You know, and you niggas and these camps are looking real foolish, pulling up, and that ain't nobody by IUIC. And but you got these other one body. He ain't even Yahweh no more. They used to go to Khan. Lord took his name from that old retarded ass nigga. Hey, look what the Lord is doing. The Lord is having these niggas do folly shit. Go up to these churches preaching to these knuckleheaded Christians like they're gonna listen. They're not gonna listen to y'all, even when we come straight from the book. They're not gonna listen because why? They have that veil upon their heart, man.
That's right.
And the Lord ain't dealing with them to wake them up. You know?
That's right.
You know? And as a true follower of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Jakes know that. You know, we know that Jakes don't even open their mouth around a lot of dumbass niggas, man, and tell them this shit, bro. Because, hey, first and foremost, man, you're gonna know, the Spirit gonna lead you to know, like, who is hopeful, who's hopefully looking for salvation. You're gonna know, bro. You're gonna feel it, especially if you've been in this truth for a little minute. But other than that, man, look, man, if it ain't concerning the scriptures or concerning a hopeful salvation, let them niggas be, man.
Ain't no point of opening your mouth.
Let them niggas be, man.
Ain't no point of opening your mouth.
Let them niggas fucking be, bro, because they're not gonna change for nobody. And the Lord will put, like he hardened Pharaoh's heart. Mm-hmm. He's hardening these Christians' heart with his truth. And 2/3 of his people. It's a lot.
And God, man. Let me see. I was just going, unless you had something else, I can end it on this point right here.
Yeah, you can.
Kind of just to solidify the exact point, you know, that the elder and myself are going into, man. That all of Israel is not going to hearken. So this is a waste of time of doing that, man. This is Matthew 13. This verse 10. It says, and this is according to Israel as well. Just like the situation, it wasn't nothing but Israel. It wasn't even no other nation out there. It was just straight Israel on the Christianity side and the IUIC side. It wasn't nothing but Israel. But Matthew 13, 10 and 11, man, just a quick hitter. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why thou speakest in parables? And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. It's not given, man. And that lets you know right there, man, that it's not this truth, this full 100% truth is not given to everybody, man. It's not good. That's exactly why these disciples were even asking Yahushua this question. You know, like, Lord, you speaking in parables, but it's not given to everybody. So if we know it's not given to everybody, why the fuck are you trying? All right. And with that, if that's all you got, brother, I'm going to go ahead and end it, man. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. How you doing, brother?